Hey guys, welcome back to another video of AirSend's YouTube channel. Today we are going to be discussing how to create a basic community with AirSend versus Discord. So we're going to first start off with AirSend. As you can see, we are in our main page. So the first thing we're going to do to create our community is to click on Create New Channel. And here we're just going to type in our channel name or our community name. And we're going to say this is the Golden Girls Fan Club. And then here in the channel description, we're going to give a little tidbit or a little description about what this community is going to be about. Alright, so in order to make this channel public, you have to checkmark Make Channel Public. This is what will give everyone access to freely join your community with a public link. Okay, so now that we have our community name and our community description, and we already made sure to checkmark off the Make Channel Public, we're going to go ahead and click on Create a Channel. So as you can see, we have our fully newly created channel, if you will. This is where things can get a little bit more fun, where you get to customize things the way you want. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do in my Golden Girls community is upload a logo and a background. So we're going to go ahead and first come to Settings, Customizations, and here you'll see background and logo, and these are where you're going to upload your options. Alrighty, so as you can see, we have our background uploaded and our logo as well. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is customize our wiki. So the way to do that is by basically coming to this little pencil icon in the far right corner. And as you can see with our new update, we have made some various changes to the wiki, one of which is the expanded view when you edit things. You can consider this as your bulletin board, notebook, or a place to track your memos. You can upload mini files or folders or create files and folders and organize them that way. But because this is a community channel, we're just going to make this real simple. And as you can see, as I'm typing in the index section here, you can see it as a preview of what it would look like after you're done publishing it. And if you want, you can also upload images or links. So we're going to just go ahead and upload an image just to make this look nice and pretty. Alright, when you're done, you're going to hit publish. You're going to exit out, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. So having this wiki is a nice and clean way to see what the rules are, what the community is about, and any fun activities for newcomers that you perhaps want them to try out. There's always so many different things you can do to customize your wiki. Another cool thing actually is what I forgot to mention is that you could actually link things in here. So you can link external links, you can also link files through here. So first let's try out the external link. So as any avid member of the Golden Girls, we know there are plenty of Reddits out there, one of which is We Love the Golden Girls. So the first thing we're going to do is click this link button, hit external URL, and here's where we're going to type in the section of my link. This is where you're just going to title what this is, and then here is where you're going to copy and paste the external URL, and you're going to hit publish. So you click on this and it automatically takes you to the Reddit page, which is great. So now that we have customized our wiki the way we wanted it to look like, we're going to go ahead and go into our Files tab and create folders. Just helps with more organization and just much more of a clean way to find everything that you need. So we're going to go ahead and click on the three dots here, and as you can see, you can create folder or download folder, but of course we're going to create a folder. Alrighty, so in my Files tab, I created the folders that I wanted for my community, so should anyone upload anything, it will be placed in the proper folder. This just helps with finding things easier and not having to scroll through plenty of conversations just to find the right one. So the last thing I do in our Golden Girls fan club community is to assign member roles. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is click on the people's icon. As you can see, I am the owner, and then we have a member that joined us. So here is where you can see all the roles available. Alrighty, so as you can see here, we have the set of roles. So the first one is viewer, where you can read messages, wiki, and download files. The second one is collaborator, where you can post messages, read the wiki files and actions, but you cannot you cannot upload any photos. Full collaborator, which is the same thing as collaborator, the only difference is that you can edit the wiki and upload images and files and things like that. You also have manager, which you can post messages, edit the wiki, upload files, and manage users. What this entails means that you can add and remove users, but you cannot change the roles of other members. Admins, on the other hand, can change change the roles of other members and basically have full control of the server. And that's about it for creating an AirSend community. All we did was basically make sure the channel was public, made a wiki of what our Golden Girls community is all about. We made some folders to keep everything organized. And last but not least, I gotta show you where to find your channel public URL, which is found in the settings. So as you can see, you just copy this URL and paste it anywhere you want, and anyone who sees this link can click on the link and they will be taken to the community to view it, and then if they do like it, they can decide to join. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and look at a Discord community and what you would have to do to set that up. Okay, so Discord is very customizable, and because of that, we're going to go ahead and create a basic community, just because if we were to do the full customizable thing, we'd be here all day long, because you can do anything you want to your server. So for now, let's go ahead and start with the basics. So we're going to first come here and the little plus icon that says add a server. You're going to click on create a server. We're not going to join a server, of course, but create one, because this is where you're going to create your community. We're going to rename this to books, because we love books as well. So here is your full server. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is first add a logo image to our server so people know what this is. You can either come here to personalize your server with an icon, or you can click on the drop down menu here and go to server settings. Both lead to the same place. So here we have your basic server settings. So we're first going to upload an image. Alrighty, so we added our image for our community. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is customize our rules and members. This is just for when people start joining, they can know what members there are. So let's see, we have the everyone, which is when anyone who joins will be categorized as everyone. And then here's a list of what their permissions would be. This is usually the default settings for everyone, so we're just going to go ahead and leave it as it is. If you want to change other things as a preference, you obviously could do so. It's just up to you. So the first one we're going to say is moderators, if I can spell that correctly. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and choose a specified color for this role, so that way we know it is a moderator. The first thing we want to do is display role members separately from online members. This basically presents a hierarchical view of what each members are and who's above who. So we're going to go ahead and check mark this. So really these role settings are just up to your preference of what you want each role to have. We're just going to go through this real quick just so we can show you what these are. For the moderators, we want to have them kick members and ban members. We also want them to mute members, and I think that's about it. So we already customized what we want for the moderator to have, and then the last one will be admin. So notice how it says moderator, admins, and everyone. We do not want this, because that would mean the moderator is higher than the admin. So to fix this, you just gotta click and drag and move it above the moderators, so that way we know admins have higher prioritizations or higher permissions than moderators do. The good thing about this is that when you have an admin, they already have, a permission for admins, so you don't have to worry about it. You just check mark this off and you're good to go. So yeah, that's really all about it with members or roles. You can add as many as you want or as little as you want. I do recommend when using Discord that you do want to have a clear role members, just so that way everyone knows who's who. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and click on the moderation tab here. Basically what moderation is members of the server must meet the following criteria before they can send messages in a text channel. This is a good security measure, just so we prevent spammers or bots or anything like that. So I actually do recommend setting it up onto the highest level, which is they must have a verified phone on the Discord account. Most communities do just have it that they have to be on the server for longer than 10 minutes, which is totally fine as well. Again, it's just your preference. And then you have explicit media content filter. What this means basically is that it automatically scans and deletes media sent in the server that contains explicit content. Again, this is just for those who post things that are not safe for work, or just nudity or inappropriate things, and it automatically takes it out for you. So we're going to do that for all members. Again, this is just a preference. You don't have to have these exact settings. It is all up to you. That's kind of one of the good things about Discord, is that you create your server the way you want to and you customize it the way you want to. Again, this is a lot, and it does take a lot of time just trying to customize everything that you need with your Discord community, but it's up to those who really want to just spend time really customizing your channel. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is customize our channels and create channels. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So as you see here, we have a little plus icon that says create channel. So this is going to be under the text channel. We're going to say fiction nerds. You also do have the option to do it as a private channel. So what a private channel is, it can be only accessed for certain members. Okay, so now that we have all that, we also need to create our voice channels. And basically, I'm sure if you guys know, or those who are familiar with Discord, is that you can create several voice rooms for people to talk all things that they want to talk about. Make sure when you are creating the voice channels that you are checking mark as voice channel. And for your member roles only channels, you also want to make it private. And then we're going to click for moderators, so we know already that moderators are only allowed in this room. So the next thing to do is to establish permissions and rules, if you will, in these channels. So we're going to click on the gear icon and hit edit channel. Go to permissions, and as you can see, these are all the permissions that everyone can do. So we're going to go ahead and allow everyone who joins the channel to allow invites. We're going to also let them do read messages, send messages, do embed links, attach files, read message history, and add reactions and external emojis. And we're going to save changes. So we're going to add moderators here. So this basically says what moderators can do in this channel, which is the fiction nerds, and basically do almost anything. And again, these are all preferences, so you don't have to have them set this way. It is just up to you. Alrighty, so that's how we set the rules for that. You're basically gonna have to do the same thing for all of these. The main difference that we really wanted to highlight here is that AirSend, it doesn't take as much time when creating a community as it does with Discord. And the other big difference is that customization. So in the sense that AirSend, you can customize your wiki, customize your folders, and organize everything in a nice, neat manner where everything is easy to find and it's clean looking. Discord, on the other hand, is huge on customizations. You can have bots, you can have channels, customize permissions, customize member roles. The other big thing though too is just that with Discord, there's always different permissions set for different roles. So example would be like for members and the books channel, they have a certain set of permissions that they are allowed to do. But if they were to join in another server and they were also a moderator, those would be different functions, you know, so it's kind of hard to play around, or it's hard to know what permissions you have and what you don't have. Ultimately, both platforms are great to use to start your community. If you want something easy to maintain with a clean design, AirSend is your choice. However, if you want a platform with all the bells and whistles attached, Discord is the one to use.